So, things are not always as they appear to be on video. For example, this coffee cup doesn't have coffee in it, but a damp paper towel. It is not warm outside, but it is actually below freezing. It is not morning time, but the afternoon. But it's actually morning. But I'm not actually sitting on a chair, I'm sitting on a booster seat. So as you can see, important details in videos are often left out, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So let's get into it. So, as much as it pains us, we're looking for solutions here. Because in the I Lost My Puppy video, for anybody who's actually seen it, and a lot of you wonderful subscribers have came here during our first Rua video, and we've had some problems, to put it frankly. About half a mile away, we have a neighbor who's not very keen on dogs, and our neighbors had some problems with them and so forth. We have never actually had a conversation with them, but when Yeti went missing on that day, we ended up going down there asking that neighbor if they had seen the dog. Rua had come with, and he had walked under her gate and gone onto her property. We tried calling him back. He's not very attentive yet, so something we had been working on. They pulled a shotgun out and threatened to shoot the dogs on the spot, and they told us that they were going to kill Yeti if he was ever on the property as well. And well, after that happened, we ended up walking away. We got about a quarter of a mile away from the property, and they threatened to shoot us from there. And we called the police. The police basically said, nope, we're not going to do anything about it because it's hearsay. We called up, we told them we had plenty of witnesses. We had about 3 other people that were there to show that they threatened to shoot us from a quarter mile away from their property. And the police said, we don't want to come out there because it's about 30 minutes away from the nearest police station. So of course, you know, it's more about saving face than anything else, more than likely. So we also had thought, because other people had previously told us that they had expected this particular neighbor to take and withhold their dogs for several hours before returning them. And being as Yeti had never disappeared, we were a little bit suspicious, and we asked the police if they could maybe try and look into this for us. And we had some neighbors that came by with tracking dogs, and their dogs ended up leading us to her property. So, you know, who knows for sure? We're not pointing fingers. We're not accusing, saying that she did steal our dog or anything like that. That's neither here nor there. But the point of the matter is that ever since that day, knowing that our dogs, especially Rua, being as he was free up until he came here, they might end up over there. And because of that, we haven't really been letting them run around on the property so much. And the reason that I wanted to make this video is because sooner or later somebody's going to be asking, why don't we see the dogs in as many videos, or how come whenever you're going around the property we don't see the dogs? And the reason being because we're worried that if we let them out and they run out of our eyesight, we're going to hear a shotgun shot from a half a mile away to find out that the neighbor blasted our dogs into pieces. So, you know, if anybody has any suggestions that could potentially help us keep these dogs within a reasonable range of our property, I've tried walking them along the property boundaries and so forth, but you know, in the meantime, right now we're keeping them up on 30-foot leashes, and we're trying to give them as much range as possible. We're trying to walk them around on the regular 20-foot leash, you know, run them and everything else. But it pains me to see these dogs not be able to run around free like they once did. And we're working on some solutions to several of our problems out here. So, you know, we'll try and keep you guys in the loop for a future video. We're hoping that maybe somebody, you know, maybe one of you will be able to give us a good suggestion on how to keep our dogs within a range that they won't end up, you know, a half a mile away and potentially dead. So our fencing wasn't particularly extravagant when we bought the property, but being as Arizona is a fence-out state, we have cattle through here, and they come in and they destroy our fence even more than it already was. And there's not much that we know that we can do about it. You're excited! Yeti, cool it. Gosh. This looks so awful. We look like such trashy people, babe. For the record, we discovered a large amount of magazines that were left on the property. We put them in a bag to take to the dump, and the dogs just tore them up out of angstiness. We do not keep trash in our front yard. So, back in the day, I used to be, well, pretty big on running, specifically on the mountain hiking trails out here in Arizona. And, well, I figure he needs to burn some steam and I need to get back into it, so I'm gonna do my best to try and help him out the best way that I can right now. So, again, please, if anybody can think of anything, you know, we're up to hearing it. Feast your eyes on the epitome of running fashion. Hey everybody, please give us suggestions and stay strange, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye. Don't stop the video and start posting hate comments yet. Wait for the rest. We haven't simply been keeping them chained up, we've been letting them loose in the open pen that the goats get to go into, and we let them run around for hours at a time. And of course, we're using some of this time to train Rua to be a little bit less ecstatic around the goats. One unfortunate factor is that we can't leave Rua left in here for many hours on end alone, because if we do, he manages to get out. He's quite the escape artist. We'd love to let him run and be free all day long, but unfortunately the circumstances prevent that. So, Rua won't ever let us catch him after we let him out for a little bit, and I had a little idea. I'm not a cowboy, nor do I pretend to be, and I've never lassoed before, which for anybody who has, this will be very evident. But Adeline caught him. Unreal.
Rua. Like and subscribe for more content. Please like and subscribe for more content. Please like and subscribe for more content. Thank you.